conferences dealing with other topics, retail, commerce, but there really is only one loyalty summit in India, and that happens at the end of January, beginning of February, here in Mumbai. And being a loyalty company, we thought it's a must for us to participate. I've seen tremendous growth in the summit in the last few years. I actually think it mirrors to some extent the growth of the loyalty industry. Perhaps at this point it's not only a mirror, but perhaps it's also helping lead that growth of the loyalty industry. I think the first year I was here, which was 2010, there were perhaps 65 people in the audience, and now there are over 200. So, you know, just the scale in and of itself shows the growth.
Engagement is the journey, loyalty is the destination. The keynote by Rick Ferguson of AIMIA Inc. showed the audience how to build strong customer relationships in an age of big data.
There's kind of a lack of definition around the term big data. So those of you that have been around for a while,
what we advocate is using data to build real relationships, which are, strong, sustainable customer relationships that are based on the principles of trust and commitment and reciprocity. And we think that's the long-term vision for the proper use of big data. So that's certainly one of the key themes. And then the other key theme is the idea of, it's almost a counterintuitive idea within this context of big data, which is focusing on small data, right? So rather than trying to know everything about everyone, or trying to, boil the ocean, so to speak, the idea is to collect and focus and make actionable the insight from data that is closest to the customer, closest to the customer relationship. So it gives you some place to start.
Continuing the theme of delivering the best possible experience to customers was a panel discussion on using the 4 C's of loyalty for improved experience, engagement, and advocacy. The panel saw the participation of executives of top companies from various industries. The next session by C.K. Chauhan of Accentiv, associating partner of the summit, addressed the importance of loyalty in the distribution channel.
Yes, it's very reliable, it's very efficient.
We have all the principles of a customer loyalty program adapted to the channel loyalty space. But the nature of rewards are very different, because the ability of the channel partner to earn a substantial value of points and hence redeem for a higher value of rewards is there. So the nature of rewards is very different, starting from gold to cash cards to foreign trips. Of course, the whole range of white goods and the catalog rewards are also there. So, and that is something which, again, one of the challenges in India is how do you reach these rewards to the length and breadth of the country, because channel partners are spread across the length and breadth of the country. So there again, our expertise in terms of managing rewards management for the last 10 years in the country has helped us to put in place a mechanism by which wherever the channel partner be in India, we are able to reach the rewards to them.
Trends and challenges in the loyalty industry.
Loyalty marketing is accompanied by a set of challenges. These, along with the latest trends with regard to loyalty marketing, were tackled in the next session.
It also allows me to layer on the context.
Loyalty programs today are the means, and they are become an essential part of a marketer's strategic tool. So when you look at loyalty programs, it is not about points and transactions and cards, plastic cards, which a lot of the programs in the early part have done and have achieved. Today, loyalty programs are about taking it to a new level on how you can understand the customer better and how you can influence or change behavior to meet your objectives. And that's the biggest asset of loyalty programs.
Well, it's time for a quick coffee break, but don't go anywhere, because when you come back, we show you more ways to get your customer to love your brand.
Conceived and managed by Kamikaze B2B Media.
भारतीय एक्सा ने बदला है सुरक्षा का नजरिया अपनी डेडिकेटेड क्लेम्स हैंडलर से।
अब आपके क्लेम सेटलमेंट प्रोसेस को सरल बनाने में हम आपकी सहायता करेंगे।
तभी तो एक्सा दुनिया के बेहतरीन इंश्योरेंस कंपनियों में से एक है। भारतीय एक्सा, सुरक्षा का नया नजरिया।
Taking India to the world.
Presented by Aditya Birla Group, taking India to the world. Co-presented by JP, Power to do good. Powered by State Bank of India, best home and car loan provider. In association with RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies. Sira reflects your style.
Welcome back. You're watching the special episode of 6th AIMIA Loyalty Summit. Now, one of the key highlights of the event was a session on delivering exceptional brand experiences. Let's take a look.
The next session focused on the 3 essential stages of customer loyalty, from satisfied to loyal to advocate.
I'm part of the global group.
Stuart Evans of ICLP spoke about the research his firm has done on what the customer needs versus what brands are delivering today.
If you say that you're looking at the overall picture today, people are quite happy with traditional channels, but as a mix, if you took the under 35s out, you have to be looking at digital channels and interaction going forward. So you have to think ahead of where you are today and plan for tomorrow and act today, otherwise you could be left behind. And not just your own brand, but somebody else could come in between you and your customer in that space if you're not careful. So brands need to be very protectionate of their relationships with customers by using new channels and new interactivity.
With the increasing use of social media and smartphones, brands need to connect with customers on a digital platform. However, the brands that truly succeed in establishing loyalty are the ones that can provide customized value to customers. The next session focused on the relevance of loyalty in the digital age.
What we are seeing in the Indian online market today is that this highly discounted model of delivering offers, thereby buying customers. But that is completely unsustainable. While that is true, making sure that you have a very sustainable customer experience that is top class is also extremely difficult, right? I mean, there are only a few case studies around the world, that have either this extreme or the other extreme. So what you're going to see is increasingly acquisition is going to be highly expensive, and therefore you need to push yourself as an online player towards getting more out of an existing customer. Then the question becomes, how do I get more out of an existing customer? When in fact, finding an alternate choice is just a click away. That's the reality of any market. I mean, I don't mean it's just India, any market. And in our opinion, you have to have a combination of giving something in the form of a point, as well as something which is a bit of an experience. Because the reason I'm saying a point as opposed to hard cash is because points are a lot more cost effective and brings the customer back with the fungibility of that particular currency.
Well, the 6th AIMIA Loyalty Summit was not just about discussions and speeches. Stalls at the exhibition gave delegates an opportunity to network and interact with brand spokespersons.
One of the major goals of the summit was to bring together professionals in the field of loyalty and allow them to engage in meaningful dialogue. The speakers and panelists were available to answer queries and discuss ideas with the audience at their stall.
But parallel to the sessions, the summit also had a customer experience forum. The forum focused on building brands through customer experience.
Transform your end-to-end business model.
Panel discussion at the Customer Experience Forum showed attendees how to transform their end-to-end business models to ensure consistent and integrated customer experiences. The interactive session spoke about the significance of understanding a diverse market like India. The panelists highlighted the need to focus on employee satisfaction in addition to customer satisfaction.
I think it's a good platform to understand, what's happening in the industry in terms of giving and enhancing the customer experience. So there are veterans from various industries who are coming and talking about the kind of processes they have in place to enhance the customer experience.
So much learning merits a break, but coming up on the other side, we get you some more glimpses of the event and also some of the celebrations that transpired.
Retire rich with Bajaj Allianz Retirement Calculator, a tool that tells you how much you can save today to retire rich tomorrow. Bajaj Allianz Knowledge Capsules. Bajaj Allianz. Jio Befikar.
Waiting for your call and for the move to release me from the longest afternoon.
Life's ups and downs, we help you bounce back. Max for life.
Commodity markets are in need of reforms to maintain their long-term sustainability. NCDEX presents Commodities Landscape Pre-Budget Expectations.
First thing that's required in the budget is to permit offsetting hedging positions on the futures market.
A panel discussion on the expectations of commodity markets from Budget 2013. Only on ET Now.
Presented by NCDEX.
Proven on global test tracks. Manufactured in 3 continents. Available in 118 countries. Apollo tires with U-First technology. Crafted for the safety of your loved ones.
पापा ने पॉकेट मनी बंद कर दी यार।
क्या?
बोलते हैं मर्द बन, कुछ काम कर।
It's child labor man।
और क्या?
तूने निक्की को बोला?
फोन दे।
क्यों? अरे देना यार। कर।
हेलो निक्की,
You want to join our mobile internet plan?
अबे?
तू मैं और मोटू।
And me?
हाँ 5G भी शेयरिंग कर लेंगे और पैसे भी। वो पहले था यार, अब नहीं है। हाँ चलो के बाय। She's on. Super. क्या? अरे डाउनलोड का पैसा कौन देगा? तेरा पापा?
Indian ports expertise and developed infrastructure are harboring India's aspirations of becoming a developed nation. Apart from retaining trust of the stakeholders, the ports are an anchor for a new social consciousness. Presenting Indian Ports, Anchors of Growth, a feature presentation on the role of ports in becoming gateways to economic growth. Only on ET Now.
Presented by Indian Ports Association.
Now would like to thank all its viewers for making it the #1 English business news channel. ET Now, India's #1 stock market channel.
Welcome back to the 6th AIMIA Loyalty Summit. Now, like I mentioned, lots of interesting sessions lined up for you. So let's find out.